Imo were neglected and abandoned in the forces of reproduction. So God, on our side, we shall deliver on the promises we have made.
Hello and welcome to the program Fund Executive, your weekly roundup of programs and activities of the reviewed Imo administration of His Excellency, Right Honorable Emeka Ihedioha. On the program this week, the road from Protea Hotel to Concord Hotel and down to Port Harcourt Road in Owerri, Imo State Capital, received state government attention. Also, over 300 women have benefited from the first phase of the ICT training organized by the state government in partnership with Microsoft and Nzuko Labs. These and more will be our focus on today's edition of the program. My name is Paul, the Niki representative. I'll be back after the short break. Don't go away. Provision of basic infrastructure, no doubt, is one of the responsibilities of government. A progressive and forward-looking government places high premium on the provision of these facilities to its citizenry. These facilities, when provided, does not only translate to the delivery of dividends of democracy to the people, but also transforms the state into a prosperous and flourishing place to live, work and do business. One of such infrastructures is road. The reviewed Imo administration of His Excellency, Right Honorable Emeka Ihedioha in Imo, is not ignorant of the importance of good roads and its role in boosting the economy of the state. The administration, upon resumption of office, traverse the length and breadth of the state with a view to identify all the deplorable roads that requires urgent attention. One of such roads is the road from Protea Hotel to Concord Hotel and down to Port Harcourt Road in Owerri, Imo State Capital. The road happens to be one of the major roads in Owerri as it leads to some of the notable hotels in the city. The road has been in a deplorable state over the years, despite several interventions by previous administration. Residents of the area have suffered greatly due to the poor condition of the road. Some commuters and residents of the area shared their experiences.
Skirobi, Darlington. It's been a hell, you know. We've experienced a hell of things on this road. We've experienced a lot of gallop. I change my shock almost every 2 or 3 months. So it's been a terrible time because of the gallop, and it's been a hell of a road. And I think one other thing we've experienced is once in a while, like the Christmas period, impressionistically, the past government will bring red mud and pour on it. So we use it for about 2 weeks. And it goes bad again.
My name is thank God Akachi High School. It was not motorable. The road was so bad that even cars couldn't park. There's this big pothole in the front there, very deep. So if you're not careful, you scratch your car. And for those students coming back from school, it was not easy passing the same road. Water everywhere, especially when rain falls. It's not a good one.
My name is Ozomobas. Yeah, before this road is just like a day trap. This is like magic. We do within a twinkle of an eye. Look at what we are seeing. So it's a very wonderful thing to show us here.
My name is Mr. Samuel George. The road has been in a very bad state. Very, very bad state. Apart from the fact that I use the road every day, the state of the car and all that, it's been a very bad road.
Today, the road is currently undergoing rehabilitation by the Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC, and was facilitated by the state governor, His Excellency, Right Honorable Emeka Ihedioha. Engineer Donald Akanga is the site engineer.
Total from Hotel down to Takot Road. Have total length of 4 kilometers. It's one side of it. That's the other side. And, basically, we are going to rehabilitate, deplorable areas, and also overlay from that point, and the
Engineer Akanga gave the assurance that the road will stand the test of time.
The asphalt we are putting down here is of the best quality. Thickness, it's there for people to see. So, not something that high. It's there. So for me, we are doing a very standard job, and that standard we are maintaining all over. With what we put down here already, the people of this area should rest assured that this project is going to last, stand the test of time.
A teacher in one of the schools in the area, Mr. Musujarat, said they have faced a lot of difficulties resulting from the poor condition of the road, adding that the road, when completed, would enhance the smooth operation of the school.
The roads have been bad in Imo State, most especially this Concord Avenue, which used to be one of the best roads in Imo State, apart from Yaradua Drive. But for some years now, the road has been bad. It has really been affecting our school year, most especially when parents come to pick their children and complain about the roads. Most times we do feel our own area to ensure that yes, we please the teachers. But since Emeka Edi, the present governor, since he came in, I think there've been a little changes. So sincerely speaking, when the construction started, we're really happy because it has really solved the issue of parents complaining all the time, they bringing their kids to school, their car having issues and all that. It has really solved the issue we always have during rainy season. So I think this construction has really brought good value to the residents of this environment.
Mr. Iwobi Darlington and Mr. Samuel George said the road, upon completion, would attract a lot of benefits to the residents and those doing business in the area.
If you move, you can see less than 10 hotels from here to Concord roundabout. And of course, if I'm lodging, if not that I'm resident here, I wouldn't use my money to come and lodge in any of the hotels. So if I'm lodging and the roads are bad, why will I pay my money where I also spend some money to get my care repaired? So it will attract economy, it will boost the economy. It will also people who have land here that have not built, they can also move in, and we have access road, or again Beaumont, access and good road. I've seen the level of the asphalt. In fact, it attracted me to stop to see what is going on. I'm a happy person this morning. The hinges, the stress, and the expenses will have to reduce.
Already, you can find out now that even ever since the development started, the repairing of the road started, you hardly find houses around here anymore. People want to come and live here. So it's good. It's a good job, seriously.
Some commuters and residents of the area expressed satisfaction with the quality of the road and urged the governor to sustain the tempo.
Yeah, I was playing this road this morning, surprisingly, seeing this, and it brought about a smile on my face. So I'm really happy seeing this morning. So far, so good. This is a good quality. In fact, no one will expect anything more than this, because this is not a highway. So anything more than this, I will be doing extra. The governor, His Excellency Emeka Edi has kicked off well. He has started well, and the tempo, I pray he maintains it. So far, so good. I want to thank him very much for even remembering this one that is far behind. So if he has started this way, we are hopeful.
What I'm seeing today is different from what I've been seeing in Imo State. The quality of asphalt going on this road is what Imolites are dreaming for. I think with this statement, Ihedioha is going to do well. I think we are going to have a change, because the kind of road we see in Imo State is a different thing altogether. And we all know that everybody deserves good thing. I think this kind of road, at least can last a test of time.
It's a perfect job. It's a job well done. The contractors were so good and they did a perfect job. Unlike what we saw the first time, it wasn't up to a week or so and the road was done, and before you know, the whole thing was having potholes here and there. But what we see these contractors doing, I think they've done something different. Unlike what we saw the other ones doing. It's a different thing entirely. To the governor, thumbs up to him, and I pray he keep up the work.
It has been told, definitely a blind man will see that this is a very quality road. Look at the finishing is something special. This type of road, it has been long with experiences like last year. This is a good one as far as I'm concerned. We can feel it. So this one is different than what we have seen before. The governor, I would say bravo to him. This is the beginning of the good thing. Let him keep it up.
People are living in this area, including me. We are very, very excited because, and there is no doubt, we know that His Excellency Right Honorable Emeka Ihedioha will perform, which he has started performing it.
Over 300 Imo women are currently undergoing training in information communication technology (ICT) at zero cost, with special focus on games development, website development, mobile app development, and embedded systems. The program was organized by the state government in partnership with Microsoft and Unsuko Labs through the Office of the Wife of the Governor, Her Excellency, Mrs. Ebere Ihedioha.
Capacitance is measured in farad. The small capacitor usually used in electronics are often measured in like little, like this was embedded systems are always measured in microfarad because of nanometers.
Speaking in an interview at the training center at Imo State University, Owerri, the Special Assistant to the Governor on Information and Advocacy, Mrs. Adore Onyechere, said the empowerment of women in ICT is key in actualizing the industrialization policy of the state governor, Right Honorable Emeka Ihedioha, adding that the wife of the governor, Her Excellency, Mrs. Ebere Ihedioha, is passionate about that. Mrs. Onyechere said the program is aimed at making women more productive and bridging the gap between men and women in the information technology field.
When you look at gender parity, you find that in the ICT and STEM sector, women are very disadvantaged, not just in Nigeria but across the world. You find a country like Europe has only about 17%, in the ICT system, and they are even using the parliament to preach about it. But coming back here to Nigeria, especially in most states, as a classic example, His Excellency has deemed it fit to see that women are engaged in ICT across board. But as one of the 100 days in office, for His Excellency's project, I think it's key because it's looking at his policy direction as industrialization, and we cannot go the full haul without ICT. So in terms of looking ahead, ICT is the future, and in terms of engaging more women in the professional force, I think this is very critical for His Excellency, and that's why he has thought about this ahead of time.
The Secretary Governor on Information and Advocacy said at the end of the program, the best participant will be further empowered by Microsoft and other ICT-based establishments.
ICT is one of the proponents of the Sustainable Development Goal, and it's also all-encompassing at the federal level and above the state level. And as you can see, one of the partners we have here, Microsoft, is Microsoft. And one of the key objectives is to identify the best amongst the lot and be able to empower them past the training. And again, we're also looking at having people who are skilled in ICT, because by the time we look at opening up the industries, we have already trained professionals and personnel to engage in those industries. Again, we also have partners by development partners who are also going to engage the government in looking at how we can mainstream some of the women across the sector. So I think it's a holistic adventure, because in 2018, we also remember that some of the skill acquisition programs perhaps could have been sustained, but lack of ICT was probably one of the key problems. So if you're training skills, if you're training in skills and it is ICT deficient, then you're going to have limited personnel in specific industries. So with the ICT, we're able to engage more people, and then the industries and the professional force are ready to absorb them.
Mrs. Onyechere said the first phase of the program was supposed to capture 200 women, but at the end, over 250 women were captured. She disclosed that plans are underway to increase the number of participants in the second phase of the program.
Microsoft is also in partnership with the state government and looking forward to also seeing how we can enhance the numbers, beyond 250 women going to 500. We did not expect so much numbers. We did not even expect that young girls would be interested in, something like ICT. Usually you would find them in fashion, you'll find them in cooking, you'll find them in training in other skills. But ICT seems to be a new fora for them. And I think the excitement in wanting to get involved is a new thing.
Some of the beneficiaries, while thanking the state governments for the gesture, shared their experiences.
The program is amazing, and I'm really happy that I'm opportune to be part of the training. And for the past 1 week that the program started, I've learned a lot. Okay, like after the last training, when I got home, I did programming, and I was really happy because I achieved my aim. I really want to thank the First Lady of Imo State. She's a wonderful woman.
My name is Chema. Well, I feel very great because we are being offered these courses for free. I made inquiry on how much it is for one to learn such course, and the price was really outrageous. We are being offered this course for free, we are being taught for free, and we are being empowered to learn these courses without paying anything. I've learned to design a web page. Right now I can be able to design any web page and use all the attributes that the client wants me to use on it.
Isaiah, it's a very great opportunity to be here. I really appreciate the sponsors of this program because it's a very great opportunity for us. It's a very amazing program and a life-changing one too. I just want to thank her initially for giving us this opportunity for us to participate.
I'm very glad to be here. At least I don't know this web development, but last week we are talking about it today, the same thing, and I've learned it. So I'm very glad. She should keep it up, that God will continue to bless her, and she continue to allow people, the poor masses, to have this kind of opportunity, which they shouldn't have gotten ordinarily. So may God continue to bless.
My name is Jacinta Nsege Bonoko. I'm from Equatorial Guinea. I'm so excited, honestly. I'm so happy. Honestly, I'm doing well. I want to thank God for the opportunity because I wanted to learn it in another place, but it's too much of money, so I can't afford the money. But I want to thank God for the opportunity that is given to me to be in the partaker of the program.
The role of civil servants in driving and actualizing the policies of government cannot be overemphasized. The state governor, His Excellency, Right Honorable Emeka Ihedioha, is not ignorant of these facts. Poised to reject the civil service system and tackle head-on all the teething problems facing it, the governor, Right Honorable Emeka Ihedioha, took a visit to the State Secretariat to assess the state of the facilities as well as interact with the entire Imo workforce. The head of service, Barrister Mrs. Ama Elowa, conducted the governor and his team around the complex.
Your Excellency, I understand that what informed the change of the roof was not that the roofs were leaking, but they wanted to roof all the government buildings with particular color of roof. If you look at most of the buildings, you will see green. That was what informed me. But since after the roofing, there has been heavy leakages. All attempts to get them repaired mostly failed.
civil service from permanent secretaries to director, deputy director.
What do you train them on? All the office applications. Microsoft Word, Excel,
In her speech, the head of service, Barrister Mrs. Ama Elowa, who enumerated some of their challenges, thanked the governor for the visit and pledged their continued support to his administration.
Your Excellency, we cannot be happier. On their behalf, Your Excellency, I wish to appreciate you most sincerely for being the people's governor. Indeed, Your Excellency, your popularity knows no bounds. It is indisputable that the Imo State persons made up of the civil servants here have indeed given you their mandates to take them to the promised land in the next 8 years. Your Excellency, we are confident of the very high premium you place on the service. Indeed, Your Excellency, today's outing is a credible and eloquent demonstration of your avowed determination to reposition and reinvigorate the service for greater service delivery. Your Excellency, on their behalf, I say thank you, thank you, thank you. Your Excellency, you have indeed seen the state of the Secretariat. Your Excellency, we need your help, we need your assistance in no mean manner. And as I speak here, I speak on behalf of the body of permanent secretaries and all your workers. Your Excellency, indeed, we plead, we beg, we apply for a better environment.
The governor, Right Honorable Emeka Ihedioha, expressed worry over the level of decay in the system and informed them that his administration would ensure that things are done differently. He further charged them to see themselves as partners in the development of the state and assured them of improved welfare.
What I have found out preliminary for now is that our sources of revenue in the state are very thin. Are you listening to me? Yes. Source of revenue, apart from FAC, the other source of revenue is IGR. But you know, better than I know, that the IGR regime is run in some manner of opacity. Really opaque. So you find out that people are doing their things. There's only one government. There's only one government, and officers of state have mortgaged their responsibilities. We notice a myriad of concessions. Now, we've been trying to find out whether those concessions were made in public interest. And if they are, what are the economic benefits to the state? You are civil servants, you have to be paid. A worker deserves his pay. Now, but the money has to be generated. There's need for justification of the money we pay you. That is why I have come. First, to assess whether the facilities are conducive enough for you to give us return on investment. Secondly, on your part, because it's a contract. We employ you, we pay you on a monthly basis. We expect something from you. So what are those things we expect from you? Services. Am I right? Yes. So when you don't render services, there's a problem. We also want to restore hope. Now we want to restore sanity. Because we notice a disjointed situation and it appears to us there is no sanity. And so a visit to the Secretariat became very, very necessary, became very, very, very important. So we have visited the Secretariat to see where you're working from. I believe you ran down the Secretariat. You ran them down. I didn't run down the Secretariat. Is it not true? You use the facilities, so when you use, you maintain. I see pools all over. Now you agree with me, there's something we're going to do. All of us are going to be collectively involved to clear the whole of this environment. Will you agree or not? Yes. Head of service, all permanent secretaries, heads of departments, directors, mobilize your workforce to clear everything. Entraco provides vehicles. Your own job is not to provide vehicles. I've noticed that generators here are basically not functioning. And I hear you have 4 giant generators.
So the shop was vandalized.
Okay, the issue is vandalization. Now, what of water supply? I know there is no public water supply anywhere in Owerri. I know that. Now, gentlemen and ladies, that is the state I inherited. Let me have a report on Wednesday. One, we will have to work on two situations. One, public power supply restoration. What we need to do, what the issues are, which agencies and persons that are responsible. Secondly, the generators should be for emergency. This is a backup, usually a backup.
This is where we call it a wrap on today's edition of the program. Join us next week, same time, same station for another interesting edition. I remain your presenter, Paul Danike saying, have a nice time.